and Kale podcasts. Rob Sanders.
Clemson is going to kick the shit out of the South Carolina Gamecocks probably for the next 10 years every time they run across each other.
Kale Carolina Jackpot Hall.
The South Carolina Gamecocks are weaker than a plate full of piss.
The Rob and Kale podcasts.
Let's go.
And welcome in to the Rob and Kale podcast. I'm Rob Sanders. Thanks for joining the program. My buddy is going to represent the show in the Slob Olympics. He's bringing home the freaking crown. He's the best Gamecock YouTuber on the planet. He might as well have the Slob Olympics trophy. He is Mr. Carolina Jackpot. Jackpot, what's up, buddy?
What's up, gang? Yeah, that's right. Bringing home the bacon.
That's right.
Carolina Lardass plan on getting it done.
And you know what I'm going to
do? Whatever getting it done means. I have no.
You know what I'm going to do, Jackpot? I'm going to pretend that I am South Carolina, Mizzou, Vanderbilt, Arkansas, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, insert SEC team here, and I'm going to ride your Alabama nuts and claim that I'm a national champion in the Slob Olympics. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be an SEC pussy for a little bit here. That's what I'm going to do.
Somebody sounds upset. Are you upset?
No, it's just what I'm going to do.
Sound upset.
I'm not going to sound upset.
Hey, you wouldn't be riding Alabama nuts anyway. You'd be riding the nuts of the team with a brand new offensive coordinator as of yesterday, huh? What you think about that?
All right, yeah, we're going to get into that in a moment. Twisted Rooster tailgating. Thank you for following the program. What the hell is in the pink can, sir?
This is, I haven't reviewed it yet, Dr. Pepper, strawberries, and cream zero.
Okay, then. We're going to take your calls in a moment. If you want to join the program, we'll be happy to take your calls. I want to thank our sponsors, Callaway's Bar and Grill, Callaway'sBarandGrill.com. Also, I did not do the script for DNC Trucking and Transport. We normally have fireside chats with Uncle Jackpot. Jackpot is going to have his own thing he's going to put together here. Hopefully he'll mention something along the lines of the Gamecocks have lost 7 straight games in basketball at home. But Jackpot, tell us the story.
Hey, suck to be a Gamecock, but yeah, the Gamecocks have, in fact, in basketball, lost 7 straight games in a row at home. They're just an absolute shit house. Last night, losing by double digits to a terrible team in Vanderbilt, getting blown out once again. G.G. Jackson sitting over there, sucking his thumb on the bench, acting like a big baby. It's par for the course. The culture that of our school, university, and program exudes crappy behavior and whininess. So this should come as no damn surprise because it sucks to be a Gamecock. That wouldn't happen at Clemson. That's the bastion of Christianity and the example of how to do things in the world, sports, athletics, life, and philosophy. So there's that. We suck. Go Tigers.
That's better than anything that I've written in a long fucking time. Way to go, Jackpot. So thank our sponsors. All right. Go ahead, Jackpot.
Tennessee is after shitting down the back of both legs Saturday night against Missouri. They're about to take down number 1 ranked Alabama. I can't stand it when they win anything big. But, hey, when that's done, do you think their fans are going to come out of the stands? You think they're going to tear down the basketball goal posts and dump them in the Tennessee River, too?
Yeah. Are they going to throw it in the river? Is that how it's going to work?
That's what they did with the football ones. They might as well throw the basketball ones out there, too. Yeah.
There's that. I mean, the Tennessee fans actually acknowledge their basketball team? I'm serious. I don't know if they're like Georgia fans don't recognize the basketball team. They couldn't tell you where Stedman Coliseum or whatever the hell it's called that they play in.
Stedman Coliseum, yeah.
Big Barney Ross has probably been to more games in Stigman Coliseum than most Georgia fans over there following Kentucky and that shithole of a program that they have right now. Holy shit. What happened to Kentucky?
I've been there before.
Of course you have. Anyway, Jackpot, what's up with the we can get into all that in a moment, but let's talk for a second about the Georgia Bulldogs and the fact that they made a hire that's when I text you that the hire came across, the only thing that you wrote back, and normally we don't share our text messages here, but you said that's a horrible hire. Are you still standing behind on that?
Yeah, well, number one, I can't stand him anyway. So that I'm gonna be biased against it anyway. We don't have nothing like we even got any Georgia fans in here tonight. But I made a video on the subject yesterday, and some of them enjoyed it, some of them shit on it, but I kind of expected that. I don't know. Look, I know that I know they had to make a move quick here. Given the situation with Todd Monken, but I guess it's been in the plans for a few weeks, probably a month, whatever, however long it's been since he's been interviewing for jobs. But does this hire to? I mean, does it not just seem, or does it not just feel like less than? I mean, it's like there's these retread coaches like Bobo, Will Muschamp, Kevin Steele, these fuckers. I mean, they just keep on like getting recycled throughout the SEC, and they continue to just get jobs and perform poorly at said jobs. But I mean, they're always going to have a job no matter what, and it's just like I don't know that they just become infatuated with certain individuals.
Here's how I look at it. Mike Bobo was a quarterback at Georgia. He left Georgia for a bit, came back. I think he was a graduate assistant, whatever. He ends up being the offensive coordinator there. And let's not forget, Mike Bobo was the guy behind when South Carolina played Georgia. And Georgia was that South Carolina team was the Dylan Thompson team. I think they went 7-6 in 2014. Correct me if I'm wrong, Jackpot.
That
something
sounds
like
right.
That. All right. So that Georgia team and this is not a joke because I looked it up, they had Todd Gurley, Sony Michel, and Nick Chubb. All three of those guys on the roster. Okay. Mm-hmm. In addition to, I think I read like 7 linebackers that ended up playing in the NFL. An offensive lineman that ended up playing in the NFL. This team was stacked with talent. They went into South Carolina, and I'm not shitting on what the Gamecocks did because they put up a shit ton of points on them. They win 38-35, I think was the final score. But here's the thing. Georgia's down 38-35 with like 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Sandstorm's playing. The Gamecock fans are losing their shit. But deep down in their hearts, they're thinking, man, this is fucking Georgia. Todd Gurley's back there. All they've got to do, 1st and goal from the 4. You give the ball to Todd Gurley, I don't know, 4 times. He's going to get you 4 yards. I'd bet you on that. But you know what? Maybe Todd Gurley's got a hangnail. Who knows? Well, we'll just put Sony Michel in there. Oh, well, that's not good. Oh, Sony Michel something may be wrong with him. That's okay. I'm going to put Nick Chubb in there. I would bet my soul on those guys. You get 4 carries, halfback off tackle. They're going to get you 4 yards and 4 carries. This dumb fuck, Mike Bobo, decided, let's run play action pass with Hudson Mason or whatever the hell it is. We're going to run play action pass with him and let Sky Moore run up and make a big fucking play because he's dumber than a box of hammers. Now, not only that, this guy did this. After that, he comes back to South Carolina. The offense is the shits. He ends up taking the job on the interim when Muschamp got the boot. Then he tells Shane Beamer, hey, you know what? I'm going to be your offensive coordinator. And then he left in the middle of the night like a bitch with Tracy Rocker and went to go with Harsin at Alabama. or Auburn. I'm sorry. Guess what he did there? He had a Tank Day or Stank Bigsby, as Jackpot calls him. Same situation in a game there. Bigsby had like 160 yards in the game, was rolling over people in some game last year. And in the end of the game, when he had an opportunity, now we'll just have a play where there's a 50-50 ball instead of using Stank Bigsby. This guy hasn't learned anything. He's fucking brain dead. He's disloyal. But I guess all these Georgia former players and coordinators, they all get together, and I don't know if they jerk each other off or whatever it is that they do, but that's what's happening with Georgia. Well, he's a Bulldog. We'll just have him back here. That's what we'll do. It doesn't change the fact that he's a fucking idiot and a liar, because he's both of those things.
He's a liar. From what I was told, Shane Beamer went to do bed checks because he keeps all of his assistants and his coordinators in like a little apartment during the season. And I mean, he checked in. Pete Limbo was in there playing his video games. He went down a little bit further, checked on Torian Gray. He was in there doing his thing. And so, I mean, he thought Mike Bobo and Tracy Rocker was asleep in their rooms, because they had, there's up under the thing, the sheets, and then, the next morning, they don't show up for the morning meeting, and Shane goes looking for them, and they got pillows stuffed up under the covers to give the illusion that they were in their apartment, when in fact they had packed up their AMC Gremlin and headed for Auburn, Alabama.
Look, good night, dear. All of that aside, okay. As far as the bad play calling and the fact that he's still living in 1995 with his offense. Here's the other thing, though. Do you really want? I mean, does this guy appear like he's loyal at all? I mean, come on, man. Seriously. What a shit.
He's not.
But that's okay, though.
He's not.
Here's the crazy thing, though. He could probably go there and do great things with Georgia because they recruit so well. And if he just has someone that can tell him, hey, dumb fuck, if we have a Todd Gurley, give him the ball. First and goal from the 4. Maybe he has somebody there that Kirby Smart will have somebody there that can slap him in the back of the head. And he doesn't have to make dumb decisions like that.
Yeah. I mean, this guy won 2 games. He won 2 games at South Carolina during the COVID year with the leading rusher in the SEC. And I'm not going to say that's all on him because that defense didn't play very well. But, I mean, come on. 2 games.
I still cannot get over Todd Gurley, Sony Michel, and Nick Chubb. That's your 1, 2, 3 running backs. And you're going to go play action on first and goal from the 4 against the Gamecock defense. It's been wore out because remember that game had weather and everything else, man.
Yeah, it kicked off like an hour and a half late because of thunder, lightning. It was that was something. Travis, let me give you one here. Oh, we don't care. I remember that game too, and I was watching it on the CBS. I think it was on CBS, the CBS broadcast, and Todd Ellis, when South Carolina got ahead and started winning that game, so because what were they 0-2? They may have been. I think they were. No, they were. Yeah, well, they lost to Texas A&M. Irregardless, they may have won a game in between there, but
go ahead.
He made the comment, "Oh, boom, Tommy, where's this team been?" We don't care.
Dwayne makes a good comment. Jackpot, you at once told me don't mention Gunnar Stockton on the program, but this is newsworthy now. That may be Bobo's guy. I mean, he may be the new starting quarterback there for Georgia. Why not? I mean, Mike Bobo's there, and he's
number one. Number one, I bet he sucks. Number 2, I hope he does.
All right. Well, let's see here. Big Barney Ross says, jackpot. How will it feel when you see Bobo and Muschamp coach against your Gamecocks?
I mean, I'm glad they're on the other side. I mean, I'm glad they are not on our sideline any longer.
Yeah.
Thank God. Because, I mean, neither one of them brought prosperity with them in their carry-on. So
they left a stank is what it boiled down to. Both of them did. And I know everyone's in love with here comes the Tennessee fans. Daniel saying, let's go. Billy saying Tennessee just knocked off Alabama.
Isn't it? It's weird. Alabama's ranked number 1 in basketball. That's just crazy to me.
Yeah. All right, 803-470.
That's the second number 1. I think the number 1 team went down on Sunday too.
Yeah, the number 1 rankings, like basketball polls, are stupid because
why is that?
Well, they can jump around so much with who's the absolute best team. They'll probably with Alabama losing, Purdue might go back into number 1, or it's just there's so many good teams that are out there right now. So. Twisted Rooster Tailgating says Muschamp infiltrated South Carolina with Georgia people. That should have never been allowed to happen. Well, remember, and Gamecock fans got pissed off when I said this. The comrade acted like he was going to pass 8 kidney stones when I said this. Will Muschamp was the 5th choice for South Carolina. It's an absolute fact. Okay? Ray Tanner it was like, oh my God. We've had a lot of people turn us down, including Kirby Smart, Tom Herman, and several others. He was the 5th choice. And it ended up.
One could argue that Sean Elliott, the interim coach, would have made a better hire.
He would have done, I think he would have done at least as well, if not better, than Muschamp. And what the good thing about him is that he's from fucking Camden. He wanted to be there. He really did.
Remember the hype video when Muschamp got hired of him and his wife flying in on the plane, and oh boy, we thought we were getting something. Well, here's the whole thing with that. Look, here's the whole thing, and here's why. Ray Tanner is largely a failure. We had like a 2-month head start on everybody else was needing a head coach that year. A 2-month head start.
I was one of the first that came out and was laughing at South Carolina, like, this is the best you could do with the jump start you got on everybody else. If you would have went with Sean Elliott, I would have been like, you know what? He's not a name that's going to be a big splash on the national front, but he does accomplish 2 things. 1, he wants to be there. 2, he was already on the staff, so he already knows the recruiting and everything else. You're going to dominate in-state, probably keep some guys, and build from there. But now let's just go get this failure of a coach in Muschamp. Which terrible. I mean, that's Ray Tanner has to pay the piper on that one.
And here's the thing: you should never hire a coach. We got him fired. He got fired after he lost to South Carolina in 2014. They fired him the next day.
Travis says, moving onward and upward, that's the pass. And you know what? I can agree with you on that.
Well, I know, but it's still.
There were other coaches that you interviewed too. I mean, Lincoln Riley was in the mix, but they thought he was too young, and that may have been true.
Well, he was only 2 years younger than he was when they made him they hired him for head coach at Oklahoma. I mean, god dang. I mean,
well, but then they go with the ultimate the next time with Shane Beamer, who's a younger guy. I don't know. Todd Gwynn said he lost.
He's not really. He's only a couple of years younger than I am. I mean, he's probably about the same age as you. I mean, you'd think that he's a lot younger than that. You think that he's 30-something because he acts younger than that. But he's actually pretty aged.
Todd says he lost to the Citadel. That's fine.
Who?
Todd, that's what Todd said that he lost. He's talking about Sean Elliott. So
Yeah, he almost also beat Clemson the next week. So
he was the closest to beating Clemson in a long time. So
I mean, he didn't almost beat them. I mean, he was getting it pushed in, and then Clemson kind of, I don't know, they kind of, I don't know. That was before they really knew how to finish a game off, I think. So they let them come back, and
Big Money Ross
we
says,
knotted up pretty close. But
Bobo makes South Carolina fans so mad they piss their hats in the shower. Holy shit.
what?
Big Marty Ross says Bobo makes South Carolina fans so mad they piss on their hats in the shower.
Well, you got to be pretty mad if you're wearing your hat in the shower to begin with.
Yeah. Harry Legg says Muschamp has had better success as a DC and recruiter than he has as a head coach. Very good, sir. Very good. T3X says he didn't know there was a third Dumb and Dumber movie, but here we are. Is he calling us the Dumb and Dumber movie? Okay.
I guess so, because we don't suck the Georgia ding-a-ling on every decision that they make. I mean, I'm gonna tell you. I mean, I don't like the guy. I don't think it's a good hire. I think he could have done better, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. I mean,
yeah, I think
at the end of the day, guys, I mean, they're still gonna have a top 15 offense next year, just based off talent alone. So, I mean, talent is going to mask
the fact
his
that
stupidity.
Well, and by the way, in 2014, when he left Georgia, after that debacle of a call where you don't give Todd Gurley the ball first and goal from the 4, yeah, they had the number 1 offense in the SEC and they couldn't win. So there's that. So there it is. 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. If you'd like to join the program this evening as we roll along here tonight.
TJ Maxx over in the comment section said, since when has South Carolina won a conference championship? Don't recall saying that they had.
Let's go to the phones. Welcome into the program. Good evening.
What's up there, Rob and Jackpot? This is Twisted Rooster.
Hello, Twisted Rooster. How the hell are
What's
you?
up?
Sir?
Oh, just living the dream like Jackpot. Getting up at 4 a.m., going to work, coming home, going to sleep.
Yeah, that's it.
So, I know, Rob, a lot of people are disappointed and you can't make it to the Slob Olympics.
Yeah.
So I did get Jackpot and I an NIL deal on a hotel room down there so we could go show up because we're the only reps for the Gamecock Nation for the Slob Olympics. We're going to get picked on by all the Georgia folks.
Oh, half those Georgia fans can't spell Gamecock. You guys will be all right.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm telling you, Jackpot's going to win the entire fucking thing. I'm telling you, I've seen the events that are there. Jackpot will win them. There's no one there that's that's Jeopardy and the corner. Jackpot's winning it all. He may let a couple of other people win some events so that it's not a complete, just blowout. He's not going to win like 63-7, but it's definitely, there won't be any doubt going into the fourth quarter. Jackpot's got this thing.
That's right.
Oh yeah,
we're taking this thing down. But I want to include Rob in this thing, so I kind of came up with some little ideas I want to run by you guys. But
sure.
I need Rob's approval on this too. So,
okay. I'm not your dad, sir. You can do whatever the hell you want to do, but I'll listen to what you got here.
As Jackpot, you got your costume yet for the Olympics?
We got the what?
Your costume for the Olympics.
Your costume.
I didn't know I needed a costume.
Well, I think you get a bonus 10 points for wearing if you win the costume contest.
Oh, well, Jackpot, I think you should show up in the Big Show's outfit that he did in the sumo match with your American lard ass hat there on. That would win, hands down.
A sumo. Yeah, I'll dress up like Yokozuna.
There you go.
Well, I was thinking since Rob can't be there, and a lot of people are disappointed since Rob can't be there.
I'm sorry.
I was trying to think of something to go with everybody, so I was gonna dress as Mini Rob, but then that sounds like a midget. so I think I can maybe be Skinny Rob.
Maybe Skinny Rob. That's funny. I like that.
But yeah, we could do the Skinny Rob and Kale show, and we do like an autograph session at the hotel.
That's funny. So you want to dress up as Skinny Rob for the Slob Olympics? Bless your heart, sir.
Okay, but this is where I needed you, Rob.
Okay.
How would you prefer I do my costume? Do you want me to do the
it's
black
simple.
tank?
Yeah, you just wear the black tank top and you wear a hat. Like I wear, generally I have I got these hats from like the South Carolina State Parks, like a palmetto tree. Just get a hat with a palmetto tree on it. Or you could wear a Kentucky hat in honor of Big Barney Ross because he sent me a Kentucky hat, and then just wear a pair of shorts. That's what I always do with the show in anyway.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure. Maybe you wanted me to wear the powerlifting singlet or.
Oh,
like
well,
that.
I tell you what, I do have a singlet. If you showed up in the singlet, that would be pretty funny. I could show you guys a picture of me in the singlet. I need to do that. I've got it somewhere.
But that would match Jackpot if he wore a singlet as the Big Show.
Yeah, well, you and Jackpot email and come together, but you have my blessing to wear whatever you want as long as do not call yourself Rob Sanders and wear a damn Gamecock hat because I'm not going to have it.
I wouldn't do that to you, Rob.
I appreciate that, sir.
Actually, you're a Clemson man, but I do like you. I watched your shows even back when you were doing the radio station, buddy.
Oh, well, thank you for that. I appreciate it, buddy.
So, I have one more, a couple things since we all want Rob to be in. And I'm not very smart, Rob. So if I go as Skinny Rob, I'll do like the physical stuff. And then can we like FaceTime or Zoom you in and you do like the Jeopardy and the math? And
you're not going to need that. Jackpot's got it. Jackpot knows a ton of useless shit, which is what Jeopardy is. Jackpot knows. Shit. So you're not going to need all that. Jackpot's got it.
Okay. But for Jackpot and I don't know if y'all noticed they have this contest for the potato throw. So I was wondering if Rob could hook us up with a sponsorship from Callaway's to get us some potatoes.
So what you just need potatoes to throw? Is that what you're implying that you need?
I can hook us up with some potatoes.
We'll write whatever the sponsor is on our potatoes. We get to decorate them.
I will run that past the Muse brothers and see what we can come up with, sir.
Oh yeah, and then I guess I got one more thing I got to run by. I guess it's the Slav Olympic Rules Committee, but if they'll allow us to do that, that would be great. Yeah. And then once we're done with the potatoes, if it's going to be sponsored, can we make some cut them in half and make us some pig skin Pete like potato skin?
That might work.
Some Uncle Lou Tommy fries.
Well, what I was thinking, Jackpot, is we cook them in an air fryer for Uncle Lou.
Okay.
These are all good thoughts, sir.
You know Uncle Lou loves air fryers.
He does.
And on there, we'd put some jalapenos and some cream cheese and bacon bits for Pete.
My God, I mean, that's a loaded up baked potato skin there.
I wish there was I wish there was like a Calcutta in this thing because we do that with like the Golden Tee tournaments and stuff. The people that are in it, you get auctioned off, right? like it's like back in the slave times. How it sounds, but you get auctioned off, and you stand there, and it's like, I put in $50 for jackpot, and then half the pot goes to the winner, the other half goes to charity, whatever the hell you wanted to do with. But everybody's a horse basically. I'd put money on jackpot, and I'd probably try to bid on Pigskin Pete, but I'm not going over $12. That's about my limit there with Pigskin Pete. Yeah, $50 for jackpot. I'd put $12 on Pigskin Pete, and I'd probably put if Uncle Lou's participating, I'd probably put $12 on Uncle Lou too. There you go.
Also, in addition to that as well,
you can get his odds, and he'll be the top dog.
Yeah, just saying. There you go. All right, man. You got anything else for the show?
Nah, just looking forward to meeting Jackpot down there at the Slob Olympics, and we wish you were coming, Rob.
You know what? I'm going to work it out with the wife that wherever it's at next year, I will go to the Slob Olympics next year. Put that on the program now.
You got it, buddy.
Right,
you guys have a good. I'll finish watching the show.
Appreciate it. Big Barney Ross has got 5 on it. Is that 5 on jackpot, or are we moving Pigskin Pete up to $17? I'm just saying. We got to see.
All right, but I want to address some idiot in the comment section real quick. TJ Maxx over here with another stupid comment. Will you shut that damn thing up?
Yes.
TJ Maxx over here in the comment section. I guess 2 hillbillies who haven't won a championship of anything in their life except maybe an eating one knows more than a head coach who has won 2 national championships consecutively. Look, motherfucker, I'll have you know, in the 3rd grade, I won a damn spelling bee championship, not just for my school, but for the entire Greenville County School District. Finished up 1st place. So that don't have nothing to do with eating. Second of all, I've already told you, it's a stupid hire. It's a less than hire. He took the easy way out. Your perfect little fucking head coach does not fucking perfect on this one. That was a dumb ass hire, and it's going to bite him in the ass because this guy sucks. So you sit over there, keep your mouth shut, be quiet, enjoy watching the show. And that's it. That's about all I got to say. Let's get to the caller. Hopefully they're more intelligent than this idiot in the comment section.
I'm not. It's Chris in Georgia. I'm not.
Fuck.
Oh God, no, Lord, it's worse.
Hey, what was your winning word? Do you remember?
It was probably cat.
Fortunate.
Mayonnaise or something.
Was it cat mayonnaise?
Fortunate, fuckers. No, it wasn't mayonnaise. Cat. Wasn't none of that.
That probably would have got me, honestly. What? Why does Alabama play Dixieland Delight at their stadium? Or at their games. It's a song about East Tennessee.
I mean,
like, I just never got that. Like, Tennessee's trying to take it back.
Are you asking me and Jackpot to try to explain things that are going on in the state of Alabama?
Fair enough.
I'm just asking.
Why do y'all?
I can't do that. I mean, I give shit to the Tennessee folks about fluoride and everything else, but they actually fuck each other in Alabama. Brothers and sisters do that. It's the highest incest rate in the country.
Well,
I mean, that's factual.
I asked an Alabama fan.
Yeah.
I asked an Alabama fan one time. I go, "Why do y'all play that song about East Tennessee at your?" Well, it's by a band from Alabama. I said, "Okay, so should Florida play Sweet Home Alabama at their game?" No, that's a song about Alabama. Why would Florida play it at their game? I'm like, exactly, bro. Like, I don't know where you're coming from, man. But
well, is it actually about East Tennessee? Because there's a line in the song that towards the end it says, "Make a little lovin', a little turtle dovin' on the Mason-Dixon line." I don't think it's the Mason-Dixon line run across Tennessee. I thought that it separated. I know the actual Mason-Dixon line north of it is Pennsylvania. So I don't know where the actual line. I don't know if it goes straight across the country like this, or
I mean, it was what separated the South from the North, and Kentucky was in the South, but they were a border state. You had a lot of people. You had brothers fighting brothers in Kentucky, but that's a whole nother conversation for another day. I think we might sweep Bama in every men's sport at least this year. I think it's possible.
I hear they're looking pretty strong in baseball.
No, I mean, I'm not
Strongest Tennessee though.
I'm not going to hang my hat on Tennessee because all y'all had to do was beat Notre Dame and you're going to the World Series last year and you lost to a bunch of Catholics who don't even play half their games on campus because the damn ground's frozen. That they were embarrassing ass loss.
They were well rested because they only played like 20 games a year.
Well, in fair, you know what? That's a fair statement, but I mean, I think I read they didn't play their first home game until like April 1st or some ridiculous thing because the ground.
Yeah,
was
all
frozen,
the North schools are like that because it's too cold to play when the season starts, and then
that's true.
It warms up and they finally start playing, and then by the time their pitchers have like 3 innings.
Speaking of baseball, by the way, some teams, some schools care about it, some don't. I'm a weirdo. And I like to go look at box scores for Clemson games. When Clemson goes to Boston College, they'll play in front of about, according to the official attendance, it says like 90 people show up at Boston College for Clemson to play Boston College in baseball, which is hilarious to me.
I wouldn't know.
Because it's like they write 90, but let's just be honest. There weren't 90 there. There may have been 90 there for the whole series, not for the Sunday afternoon wrap-up game. It's pretty stupid.
Well, the only regular season series that Tennessee lost was at Kentucky last year against Kentucky baseball team. They went they only won 1 game out of 3, but it was rainy and like they showed the crowd and there were like, I swear to God, 13 people at a Saturday like game for Kentucky. Like nobody showed up, and that's tough on the players, man. You can't get like hyped up when people are yelling at you or yelling for you, man. I'd hate to play. If I played in front of 13 people, I'd be like, forfeit this game, man. I don't even want to be here. But some, like you said, some programs just don't care. Like most Kentucky basketball fans don't follow the baseball team because they've got like they're like a like a Duke basketball team or a Duke Alabama football fan and a Kentucky basketball fan and probably like a Florida State baseball fan.
Hey, I'll tell you guys. I tell you something though. It's a little known fact. Clemson played Syracuse last year in baseball, and there were 0 fans there.
Yep, that's true.
Yeah,
Jackpot's correct.
Yeah, because Syracuse doesn't have a baseball team.
No, I think that the thing that my least favorite fan are the Alabama football, but I love North Carolina basketball.
Oh God, yeah.
And then I love that, but then they try to balance it out by loving the Dallas Cowboys, or
and they're Vandy. They're like, I'm a Vandy.
There's been plenty of Clemson football and Duke basketball fans.
Those are the worst. And then and God bless Wendy Wyatt, the grandmama of this show, who is one of the biggest Gamecock fans that I know. She's one of those ones that was out there when they were 0-11 and she was still going to games down there in that shithole, risking life and limb, going through the crackheads and everything else to go watch those sorry bastards play. And she loves them to death, but my God, North Carolina comes on and it's just completely different. It's pretty sad.
Oh my God. Yeah. All right, I'll let you guys get some other callers. Us get on Alabama since they lost to us as the number 1 team.
Appreciate it, buddy. Have a good night. Welcome to the program. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. How's it going?
Hey, turn down whatever it is you're listening to the show first so we don't have to hear you twice.
All right.
Okay, so first off, to be fair, I've been listening to you guys for like a year and a half or so.
Sure.
Actually, I'm gonna have to call back. I got some pizza delivered, but I'm gonna call back. So hang tight. All right.
He hung up on us for a pizza delivery call.
That's nice.
Now I'm hanging up the phone. We may not take his call again, Jackpot. That may not.
Jerry Wells said, "Does Boston College ever play baseball in Fenway or football at the Patriot Stadium?" I doubt that the Red Sox would let them use that stadium for baseball. I mean, if they can't put but 90 people in their own little stadium. I don't think they need to be playing in Fenway, and having to roll out the equipment and stuff for that mess. Football at Patriot Stadium. I don't think so.
I think that's 40. I could be wrong. I think Patriot Stadium's like it's not like it's like 40 minutes from Boston. I think.
Is it in Foxborough?
Yeah, I mean it's not exactly like right there.
Yeah, I know. I do know that when they played UMass on the road, yeah, they actually played at UMass. It's either last year or the last season, the season before. They did play on the road in the, I believe this is correct pronunciation, the McGurk Alumni Memorial Stadium there in Cambridge, Massachusetts, or wherever UMass is located at. Horrible.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll take calls at 803-470-2905, 803-470-2905. If you'd like to join the program. By the way, a quick thing I wanted to throw out there. Dawn Staley wore a retro jersey in the game the other day against LSU. It's a Randall Cunningham jersey when he was playing for the Eagles. Apparently, there were some young folks in my Twitter feed who do not know who Randall Cunningham was. For the love of God,
not surprised.
Google Randall Cunningham. He was a hell of a quarterback. Just a great, great quarterback. My goodness, man. It's amazing how much people just kind of forget things, Jackpot.
Well, I mean,
Big Barney Ross says Boston College is overrated. Thank you, sir.
Very highly overrated. Highly overrated. They were so overrated last year. I mean, I had high hopes for them, and then they went on the road and lost to UConn. And I was like, yeah, see.
803-470-2905. Well, there was some other stuff that happened this week. Jackpot and Jerry Jarrett passed away, the big time promoter up there in Memphis.
Yeah, I saw that.
Anyway.
You take the chicken salad and you take the grapes and the nuts, and that's what I always think of when I hear his name. Is that Bruce Pritchard thing?
Well, but here's what you got to remember with him, though, is that he was the big time promoter in Memphis where, Jerry the King Lawler was the guy that was there, and they made a shit ton of money, and they had the Andy Kaufman bit. Jerry Jarrett was behind all of that. So a lot of the wrestling that you watch now, a lot of the Gaga stuff comes from some of the shit they did in Memphis. So
yeah,
absolutely. Raquel Welch passed away today. That's pretty sad. All right, let's go to the phones here. Incoming call here. Hold on, I'm coming. Welcome to the program. Good evening. Hello. Yo, we're listening to you. What you got? Hello?
Crotch Shamglin says, if Carolina Jackpot loves the burgers at Pal's, I can't even begin to imagine how much he would love In-N-Out. I've heard that, but I just don't know where one of those establishments is anywhere.
Yeah, all right. Hold on. Let's try the government again. Welcome to the program. Good evening. Hello. Hello.
Do we have anybody that knows how to operate a phone this evening?
I don't know, man. I'm showing that everything's going through here.
I mean, motherfuckers stay on their damn phones 20 hours a day, but they can't stay on it 2 seconds to call into the Rob and Kell show. It's unreal.
Good evening. What you got? All right, caller, I can hear you. What do you got for the program? Hello, caller. Burp, burp, burp. Caller, what do you got?
Now would be when it's okay to hang up on someone.
All right, so I have permission to hang up on this guy, and you're not going to get upset. I'm just asking. It's not a big deal. I'm just wondering. Hold on. Let me see if I can.
Croc says they're in California and Texas. I want to try Whataburger. I want to do a Rockabilly review of Whataburger, but the closest Whataburger to here right now is in Kennesaw, Georgia. That's just not exactly anywhere close to here.
All right. Well, I'm going to reset the phones just to be sure and give these folks an opportunity. I mean, I could hear him breathing. It was a bad porn video.
You can hear him breathing,
But-
so we know it is alive.
Yeah, it is alive. Yeah.
It's alive. We got a live one on the other line.
Let's try it again. Welcome to the program. Good evening.
Okay. Can you hear me or not?
Yes, we can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay, all right. You come on a bad porn program. I don't know what the fuck you got in your mind, okay?
I said it sound, sir. What I said was, because you're out of context here, and context is important.
Yes.
Is that it sounded like a bad
Yes, it
porn
is.
program because it was someone just heavily breathing. That's what it sounded like.
Okay, I got you. Okay, listen, I am a South Carolina fan fanatic. Okay?
Great.
Double alumni.
Okay.
Now I'll say this: Carolina Jackpot, he is a diamond in the rough. I don't know if Carolina fans understand this, but I've been watching him for 2-3 years, and I think his thoughts and takes on things are brilliant. And Rob, I don't know if you're a Clemson or a Carolina fan. That part I haven't figured out yet. I was hoping maybe someone could clear that up for me, because I don't know. I'm not trying to be a dick. I just don't know. Rob, you're a Carolina fan, right? Or you're a Clemson fan, right?
I am, yes.
First of all, yes, and thank you very much for the diamond in the rough analogy. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean it sincerely. I mean,
Well, yeah, and you should always just share the Carolina Jackpot videos, share them around. You know, the thing about it is the show that we do here, and then my videos that I do, I have actually more fans of opposing teams, Tennessee, Georgia, and the like, actually getting in and bantering back and forth with me on the videos. Then I do South Carolina people watching and supporting the videos, which is
I know.
It's frustrating, but it is what it is. Let me ask you, what is your opinion on the
It is what it
Spurs
is.
Up show? Do you enjoy that?
Are you talking about the Spurs Up show with Chris?
Yes.
I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Do you want like a complex answer to that, or you just want like a simplistic answer to it?
No, just simple's fine. I was just wondering because like that's a controversial subject. 'Cause a lot of people don't like him, and I really don't. I don't know. I don't really understand why. He just kind of tells it like it is. I guess he's pissed some people off. Not sure.
Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, I don't know. I think anyone who's spending time and effort and energy and resources to promote Carolina athletics on their free time is an ally of mine. But I will say again, Carolina Jackpot, I have spent, like your videos, man. I align with many of your takes, and even back to the Muschamp era. And Rob, you may not know about this because you're a Clemson fan, so I don't think you'll understand what us Carolina fans had to go through.
I mean,
Dealing with you and Deb. Oh no, sorry.
I covered the Gamecock program for 18 years on the radio, so I know a little bit, just a little bit. I was at the Will Muschamp press conference when they hired him. So there's that.
Were you really?
Yeah, I was at Shane Beamer's press conference too. So yeah, I've done all that, but I know a good bit about the Gamecock program. When I was a kid, I sold Cokes at Williams-Brice Stadium for my ROTC Cadet Corps. So I spent time down there. I dodged the crackheads to help out the fellow recruits down there. So yeah, look, I don't really have this hatred for South Carolina. I don't. I mean, I grew up around all the Gamecock fans ever.
I
mean,
am ignorant to your
that's
past.
all right.
I did not know.
I don't have any hatred towards them. And there's a lot of Gamecock football players that I've had to interview and stuff like that I really, really like.
Oh
I can tell you.
I didn't know
can
you
tell
were this prolific in the
no.
radio game. I didn't know.
I
seriously
did.
didn't know.
I had
seriously
my
didn't
own
know.
radio show for years, but I can tell you, I didn't like Will
What?
Muschamp from the start, and then that just he would play with the media, and he was just stupid. But
He treated all the fans like we're stupid, bro.
that's true.
Well, you know what's funny is I called you, and Rob, seriously, man, all credits to you. That's badass in my opinion. But as far as Muschamp, I was a believer up until the very end. I really was. And then they hired Beamer, and I was like, what the fuck are they doing? And then I was at the Auburn game in 2021 when we beat Auburn. And I mean, ever since then, I was like, fuck it. I'm all in. XYZ. And, my parents are. But yeah. The reason I called is to first off say that I kind of get you guys a sense of humor.
Well, thank you for that, I guess.
Yeah, so I think that means that Rob, you're kind of an asshole, and
I
Jackpot, you're kind of an asshole too. Am I right?
I can be, but I mean, I don't
Can be okay.
I don't practice it enough to be proficient at it, but I can be if I get pushed. But I'm along that same train of thought that you were just kind of going over there. Yeah, I didn't really like the Will Muschamp hire, but I kind of stuck behind it up until the point of the loss in the 2019 season opener at in our old
North
home
Carolina.
away from home, Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. Used to be the loss to UNC. I was done with them after that game. The piss poor clock management, the pissing away. What was it, like a 12-point lead going into the fourth quarter? I was absolutely done after that point. And to the same.
Well,
to
the problem was we had a transfer from Clemson for a running back, but problem doesn't show. So
the Shane Beamer experiment, when I found out during the Kentucky game in 2020 that they'd hired him for head coach, I was like, oh no, why? But now, I mean, couldn't be more excited. He's done some really good things. So, and I said it at the time. I said, if I have to eat my words, if I have to eat crow, I'll be glad to do it. But I don't think I will. I was upset, and so far I've been pleased.
Jackpot, I'll let you know because I've listened to all your videos. There were some moments where Jackpot, there were some moments where you definitely you put your dang flag in the ground and said, I'm sick of this shit.
Yeah.
And I respected it.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, I appreciate you calling the program, man. Thank you so much.
Well, hold on. Can I ask a question about something that's relevant, or y'all just gonna click me out, or what?
No, I mean, it's just we were gonna let some other folks get into the program before it ended, but we'll go with your question.
All right. So I've been at a couple and again, I hate to be a fanboy, but Jackpot, seriously, man, the videos, I really appreciate it. I love watching the videos. I let it be there, man. I look forward to seeing the videos, man. Real shit. But when it comes to GG Jackson, okay, I'm not gonna give too much information. I'm actually would be someone that has like some type of inside information on that. I just want to hear you guys' thoughts on that. If you want to switch to basketball, if not, it's all right. If you want to switch to football, I don't know. But
well,
I mean, how do you guys feel about his body language and all that going on?
I think he's just a kid. What do you think, Jackpot?
I mean, he's a child. I mean, he is a senior in high school, And I mean, he's at that maturity level. And I mean, he's talented and he knows it. But I think that physically, at least strength wise, I mean, I don't think he's able to compete down there with the big boys, especially in the paint. And I think he's getting pushed around a little bit. He's a little bit frustrated, and it's all boiling over. I mean, the Instagram live stuff. It's just silly.
Yeah.
I mean, go out and practice boxing somebody out. Don't be sitting on Instagram. I don't know. He's just immature. He'll grow out of it.
We got to move on, buddy.
I
Thank
got you
for
guys.
calling,
Hey, man. You guys have a good night, okay? Have a good
Thank
night.
you, sir. Appreciate you.
Let's get this other caller in here. Welcome to the program. Good evening.
Well, if it isn't my two favorite South Carolinians.
It's Carolinians, sir.
Carolinians? I don't
Yes.
care. I don't live from Carolina.
Where are you from?
I'm from Thomas. I'm from the same city Mike Bobo came from.
Shit Town?
Oh no, it's great town. All of your bread comes from there. You know about that, wouldn't you?
I know that Mike Bobo is a shithead.
Can be.
Yeah.
I mean, who isn't? Oh, anyway.
I know that I can take a poll in the chat, and it says there's 80 people that are watching right now, and I bet you that at a 95% clip, they would have given Todd Gurley the ball 1st and 4 with 5 minutes to go. I know that.
Hey, about that spelling bee. About that spelling bee. 3rd or 4th grade, is that what Cale Hall said?
Sir, I will not have you bashing my podcast partner here. He
3rd.
was spelling bee. It was in 3rd grade. He
3rd
got a
grade.
or something for it. It's over there at Mama Hall's house, and we're not gonna bash what Cale did. Not gonna
3rd
do it.
grade, Taylor's Elementary School. TES.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that hurt your feelings. I'm sorry.
What do you spell? Rat with 2 T's?
Tell your boyfriend to calm down, and he can call in himself. Only
Number
one
one,
person at
I
a
ain't
time.
his damn boyfriend. I'm
bet
his
you
dad.
are.
And number 2, y'all are so full of shit. Y'all have brown stains on your bed from where it runs out of your eyes at night.
Well, hey, there ain't nothing wrong with that. I got some washing powders. It'll clean it up.
It sounds like it flows out of your mouth pretty good too, though.
Hey, well, that's your
I'll tell y'all
opinion,
this,
man.
and this is all I got. When Georgia wins their 3rd natty after this year, then y'all better both go kiss Mike Bobo's ass because y'all owe it to him.
We
I
don't
ain't
owe him
kissing
shit.
nothing.
Look, we don't owe him shit. He ruined South Carolina's offense. So fuck him. We owe him shit. Fuck that guy.
Who is that tard?
I have no clue. He said he's his boyfriend. I don't know. Or no, he's his dad.
His dad?
Hey, that man played with Bobo. He knows
This
him.
dude's a freak.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Dabo. Anything else, sir?
Hey, you two lovebirds have a nice night, okay? Puking and crapping into each other's mouths.
Okay.
Will do. Thank you very much.
I hope you die of ass cancer.
803-470-2905. 803-470-2905. Billy says,
It's been a while since we've had an eventful call like that one. I forgot how much I missed it.
Anyway, final call for calls 803-470-2905. Brock says the dad sounds like the type of guy to ask at some point in his life, what were you doing with that boy in that barn?
Yeah, and then he was going to give advice on how to do it properly.
Billy says they'll be scissoring in a few minutes. He sounds like he's also the guy that says, hold on, I'll hold this sheep's head. I'm done. You can get some.
That was ridiculous.
Shit. Anyway. Well, Jackpot, we've had a good show. Brandon, we talked about Jerry Jarrett passing away. It's very sad. Oh, let's see. Oh, let's get one caller and one more before we get out of here, Jackpot. Let's see here. All right. Caller, welcome to the program.
Hey, it's Big Barney Ross. I got a quick question for you, and I'll get off here and listen to your response. Out of the SEC, who has made the best offensive coordinator hire? I'll get off here and listen to what y'all have to say about that.
Well, Jackpot, which way would you go there? Would you go with Alabama with Tommy Rees? I don't know about Coach. What is it? What do you guys call your OC? You have a special name for him, right?
Oh, Rudy Bob?
Yeah. Is it Rudy Bob, Tommy Rees, or who's the other ones that on the SEC? Kentucky hired somebody. I don't remember who it is.
Kentucky, Liam Cohen. Hey, just by default, man, I got to go with Kentucky because he rehired Liam Cohen, who was the OC in 2021, and that's when Will Levis, that's when he built his draft stock. Was 2021, not 2022. It was 2021. So they got rid of Rich Scangarello and went and rehired Mr. Cohen. I think Kentucky could surprise some people this year. I mean, I really do.
We shall see. All right, Jackpot. I appreciate you guys as always. And thank you for checking out the show. And we will see you next time.